born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Thursday morning, October 10th. I'm back in the United States, back in my comfortable chair, back with a computer that works very well. So I am a very happy camper this morning. And here at Forex Smart Trade, we teach people how to currency trade with our simple but highly accurate proprietary trading indicators. And I am delighted to be able to show you, one, how well they work, and show you one of the dozen different trade strategies that we have. So with that, let's take a look at this guy, and we will get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the ways we teach with personalized one-on-one training, which we think is the most efficient, effective way to get from point A to point B. When somebody's working with you one-on-one, they can answer questions that you have as they come up. They can kind of figure out what you know and what you don't know, and fill in the blanks in between. But one of the ways we teach is by doing these live trades, where an experienced trader like myself will come on and then walk you through their analysis. And by walking you through their analysis, you learn. We've got a dozen different trade strategies. So depending on your when you like to trade and your risk preferences, we will create a customized trade plan around you. So I do 3 live trades a week, although the last 10 days or so we haven't been doing them because of some problems I've had with the computer, and got a bunch of windows up. See, but I'm already looking, by the end of today, if not tomorrow, a new computer, a new laptop will be coming. Because that was very painful on the road with a computer that wasn't quite working right. I do 3 live trades a week, Monday afternoon at 3:30 and Tuesday and Thursday morning. I also have office hours where if you don't want to schedule an appointment with me, but just want to kind of walk in at a certain time in a group setting, you're welcome to join me at 12:30 on Wednesday. Every afternoon, so long as I'm not traveling like I was yesterday. I do a live trade setup where I send you a little video showing you how I've come up with things. When you become a regular member, though, every morning at 10 a.m., every evening at 6 p.m., we do live trade sessions. And then you can see we have got a lot of group training sessions. So when you work with us, you're going to work with us for a full year, if not longer. And many of you will be with us many, many years. I've been doing this for 5 years. That constant coaching. If you're good at something, you need to be out there practicing, working on your technique, getting feedback, and we do all of those things. I like to work off of a little checklist that kind of helps me stay focused, and that little checklist. Every day, I like to restart my green charts, or I guess not restart, but refresh the green charts, and I find that it keeps it going fast, and it picks up any updates they might have added. Terrific technique, or a habit you should get. Habit that I find has been very beneficial, and habit that I think you should include in your trading strategy is that at the end of every day or the beginning of the next, is to go back and take a look at the trades that didn't go the way that you wanted and try to figure out why. And with our indicators, you're able to go back to that specific point in time and take a look at what the chart was telling you, and see if there's some nuance there that says, oh, well, you know what, I didn't notice this, or I guess this chart wasn't really telling me buy. I was just kind of wishful thinking, and kind of reground yourself on what your techniques are and your strategy. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. That's what our indicators are very good at, predicting what direction the market's going in. And if we can predict what direction the market's going in, we can make some money with that. However, news does impact currency prices. And when you trade on the news, it's called fundamental analysis. We want to know what the news events are so that we can kind of try to trade around them, so we won't get stuck taking a trade and all of a sudden this news event comes up, and because of the news event, the signal was it changes what the signal is going to be. So we go to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories: yellow, which is low impact; orange, which we don't see many here; medium impact. I ignore the yellow ones. I also kind of ignore the orange ones, but some people do pay attention to them, and the red ones, which are ones I want to trade around. And this morning at 8:30 on the dollar, there's a consumer price index, a bunch of consumer price index, and unemployment claims. So we will not trade the dollar this morning, although we will look at the signals on the dollar, because one of the things I want to do is kind of be able to point out when a good trade prospect is there. Recently, in the last few months, not the last few months, maybe the last year, there's been with the unemployment or with the employment numbers, the government will issue a number and then a month or two later significantly revise it. And, guess which way the revision works. The numbers, one overall optimistic, and then when they revise it downward. And a little bit of revision is kind of necessary. It happens, but these revisions are big revisions. This consumer price index, we don't need to, I don't know how they calculate this, but I do know pretty much everything you buy is more expensive by a lot. And, people feel that pain of not being able to spend $100 and get $100 worth of groceries. Good news is that at least up until the election, the gas prices will be below $3. So that is nice. So anyways, point is, we're not going to trade. Let's not get into I'm starting to get a little political here, talking about what these numbers are. So we're going to pass on that. We're just not going to trade the USD this morning. Uh, the trade I am going to do this morning is, my kind of go-to trade is something called the 10-point trade signal. I like to take it off of a 1-hour chart. Allows me to get in and get out within 1 to 3 hours. On a 1-hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from, say, 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot's 11. If I can carve out 11 pips, I am very happy. And if I can do that 3 times a day, I am doing terrific. So with that, I'm going to, let's go over and take a look and see what we've got. The chart I'm trading off of this morning is the Light 6 Major. It's a composite chart. And on this one, it's showing me 6 different currency pairs. They're all US-based pairs on this first chart. And then on the other charts I have, they're non-US based. And I start with the middle section of the chart, which I call the majors and minors. And the red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line is what we call the oversold line. So I am looking for situations where the lines are below the red line, horizontal red line, and going up, or above this horizontal blue line, which is the overbought line, and going down. And basically, when the lines are above going down, I want to ride the move through the channel. And then you can see these down candles and carve out my 11 pips. So here we're oversold going up. And there's really kind of 4 things I'm looking for. One, that we're oversold. That's 1. 2, that all the lines are going up, which they are. 3, that I have what I call this double cross, where the green is crossed over the red and the gray is crossed over the black, and it's reversed when we're coming down. And 4, I like to see the slope of the green line greater than 45 degrees, which it is. I like that the green line is just about entering the channel. So I've got everything I like here. When I see everything I like here, I jump up to my TNTs and I count how many lines are supporting what I'm seeing here. 2 orange lines are going up, the thick orange and the thin orange. That means buy. And the 2 blue lines are going down. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue goes down, that means buy. So all 4 are telling me buy. I want to have at least 3 of the 4 telling me buy. And then I go down to my pressure, and I want these lines either going up, or I want the red line on top. And in this case, we've got the very, very weak down pressure. Red line is going down, green line is going down. There's a big gap between them, but they're just barely going down. It's almost horizontal. So I don't have the pressure with me. I want to have a point from each of these 3 sections. I don't have the point here, so I'm going to pass. Euro USD, oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross. And the green line is greater than 45 degrees. I will consider a trade so long as the green line has not passed the halfway mark. And again, this is just part of my trade strategy. Can I take a buy when it's 3/4 up? Yes, you can. Can I take a buy when it's overbought? Yes, you can, and you can carve out some pips there, but it's just not part of my trade strategy. So I've got the 4 points I like here. 2 orange lines going up very steeply, 2 blue lines coming down steeper than this one. And I've got down pressure with the green line on top. So that's a point. 1 point here, 4 points here, 4 points here. So when I would normally see this, I would then take a look at, I'd confirm it by looking at a 2 and a 4 hour chart. And I would want to see that we were oversold on both the 2 and the 4 hour, which we are. And in this case, they're all going up. This is going up. They don't have to go up. I just want them oversold. Reason being that if this signal weakens, I'll still pick up the trade off of these two. It'll just take longer to happen. So if we didn't have this news event, I would probably go ahead and take this as a buy. But because we have that news event, I don't like to trade within a 2-hour window of the news event. And right now we are within the 2-hour window of that 8:30 time slot on that news event coming up. I don't want to get caught holding this. Now it looks, before I came on, this was flat on the 1-hour chart. And it looks like what happens is these numbers are all published. Somebody has them sitting on their desk, and they're just going to officially announce them at 8:30. And people who are connected are able to make a call and find out what the number is beforehand. And they start trading on it before the official news. And so it looks like this is telling me that there's going to be a little jump up. But again, I don't want to trade the news. It's more risky to trade the news. So we're going to pass. But I have what I like here. And then the next thing would be to figure out what it's worth. And I would figure out what it's worth by taking a look at the chart. So here we're trading into a big downtrend. We are just below resistance. So support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. You can see it's bouncing off of this line, and it's bouncing here, bouncing here, bouncing here. When I trade on the 1-hour chart, I want to trade within one of these channels. And right now we're on the other side of this. So even if I liked the signal, I might take it as a pending buy where it had to break up into this section before I took the trade. But let's keep going on. So we're not going to trade that. Here we're in the middle of the channel going down. Here we're overbought going up. So I'm not interested in that. Oversold and going down. Oversold and kind of sideways. So nothing there. So I've cloned this chart, and I've got six non-USD pairs. So let's see what we've got here. Euro pound, oversold. Everybody's going up. I don't mind that the miners have gone up, run through the channel. I kind of care on the position of where the green line is. So I've got oversold. Everybody's going up. The double cross, greens on top, grays on top. And I've got greater than 45 degrees steepness on the green line. So 3 points here. Thin orange going up. That's 1 point. Thick blue coming down. That's 2 points. The thick orange is fully extended. So I don't get a point there, and it looks just flat. And dotted blue is going up, which means sell. So I may have 2 of the 4 here. I generally like 3 of the 4. Down pressure with green on top, and the lines are separating. So a point here. I would, if I had all the points, let's just take a look. Euro pound on a full chart. Euro pound. Oversold, going up. Only thing I don't like here, so the things I'm looking for is I want it to be oversold on the 2-hour and oversold on the 4-hour. Reason being, if it's oversold, even if it's not going up, it'll eventually go up. So if this weakens, I'll still pick up the trade off of one of these charts where it's going to eventually make its way up. I just have to hold the trade a little longer. I don't like when the lines have been oversold like this for, on the 4-hour chart, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Over a day, it's been oversold like this. So I don't like that. And then the thing would be is, what is the trade worth? To figure out what the trade is worth, I'm going to go to a clean chart. In a clean chart, and what I want to look at is what the trend is. And it looks like we're trading into a downtrend. So we're taking a buy into a downtrend. So I want to be careful. I'm going to take less pips when I'm trading against the trend. And then I want to know where my support and resistance is. So since I don't normally trade this pair, I'm going to kind of just manually calculate where the support and resistance are. And as I said, they're the spots where the lines seem to naturally stop. So I'm going to just drop it in, and I crunch up the chart so I can get more data points. So it seems to stop in here, kind of in here a little bit, here. Let's drop another line in. And these, on a 1-hour chart, these tend to be about 30, 40 pips apart. Seems to stop in here, stopped in here, stopped here, stopped here. And let's move it back out so we can kind of see it a little bit better. And let's see how much distance we have from where we're at. If you look up in the top left, there's 10 pips up. So this one's a little bit less than 30 pips, and four and a half pips down. Let's add one more support line real quick. Right in here, right in here, in here. So 83.60 to 83.85, that's 25 pips. Euro pound. Let's just take a look at the signal one more time. Oops, I didn't save this here. Euro pound. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a buy. I like this signal. It's moving while we're talking here. This has even changed while we're talking. Before it was, even though we don't have this, I like this enough, this enough, this enough, and this enough that we're going to go ahead and take a buy on the Euro pound. And you can take it in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader 4, this is a demo account, Euro pound. I do not have that open, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart. And Euro pound is going to probably be down in this third category here, Euro pound. Why don't I see it here? Euro. Maybe it's in this second group. Euro pound. Yeah, there it is. Second group. I'm going to change this to a 1 hour chart, so I'm looking at the same thing. My lot size is going to be a function of how much I have in the account. This is a demo account. It's got 12,000. I'm going to move my decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.24. I'm going to round up. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm just going to take the 1.24. So new order. Lot size is 1.24. I'm going to do a market buy. And I am going to right click, go to modify, and we're going to, I think we're going to take 10 pips. 10 pips is 100 points. And we'll use a 3 to 1. So stop loss of 30 pips, which is 300 points. I just add an extra 0. I click the little blue button that does the calculation for me. I click the little red button that does the calculation. And I am going to drop it in. Let me see. I want to just take a look and see when it doesn't quite look right. Didn't I save that? Euro pound. Gosh darn it. I'm sorry. I guess I didn't save it. So on the when I trade regularly, I think we put one right in here too. To save. We're trading against the trend. I think I want to go to this spot here. That 83682, 83682, 83682. So we're a little beyond that. I'm going to bring it back down. Modify. So it's a little less than 10 pips. 83682 or 682. I'm just going to leave the stop loss where it is, although we theoretically could bring it up a little bit. Bring it to 3 to 1. All right, so we took a buy on the euro pound with a take profit of 0.83682, 83862, and a stop loss of 0.83321. And let's just go back and actually, it seems to, we will save this again. Take a look at our signal one more time. Oh, our signal has changed. Going down and going up. It's kind of fluctuating a little bit. I'm expecting this trade to close within the next 1 to 3 hours. If you want to learn how to trade, best way to do it is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. We are good at it. We are willing to teach you. In fact, we're so confident that we can teach you to do it well that once we've trained you, we're going to let you we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So it's a win-win for both of us. We're making money while you're making money. You've got a safety net, somebody who's kind of watching over your shoulder because you're trading with our money. We don't want you to lose our money. If you're starting to kind of veer off the path, we're going to step in and figure out what you're doing wrong and correct it. All right. Thanks so much for joining me. Great to be back. If you have questions, you can schedule some time with me by going to forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, and schedule some time with me, or you can just join my my office hours on Wednesdays at 12:30. The link is in the emails I send out. Again, thanks so much, and we will see you Monday afternoon at the 3:30. Bye-bye.